Hello listeners, and welcome to the latest episode of the Annoyingly Optimistic Show, Voicemails to Tim. But it's a bit different today. Not the usual intro, you may have noticed, and not the usual episode. I'm talking directly to you today, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. Let's get on with this episode. Hello, and welcome to a one-off episode. And slightly differently, you'll have noticed from the intro, slightly differently. This is kind of stepping out of voicemails to Tim for a second, but still as voicemails to Tim. This isn't a voicemail to Tim. This is I'm talking to you. If you're listening to this, if you have come across the first or second series of my podcast, and if you have listened to the Tim, as I've done over the last couple of episodes about being tired, in need of help and muddling along, and you've heard me talk about Steve, which is the way to do this, I'm talking to you. Talking directly to you. Now, whether you're a manager in a big business, an owner in a business, a self-employed person, you want to start up your own business, whatever it is that's brought you to the Annoyingly Optimistic Show, whatever it is that's your passion, because you will have a passion for something. If these have resonated with you, whether it's the fun animal metaphors of be more, be less in the first series, or whether it's these more kind of little sparks of ideas and things that I've been sharing with Tim, if these have resonated with you, and particularly if the Tim idea has resonated with you, if you are listening to this and you are tired, you are in need of help and you're muddling along, then what I want you to do is send me a message. Now, depending on where you're listening this to, there is the ability to put a comment, there's the ability to send a message. If you get on my Buzzsprout page, there is the ability to send a message there. It's not difficult to find me and find my contact details. My email address is paul@worrylessmakemore.co.uk. Now, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to message me. Take the first step. Send me a message. Tell me what your biggest business fear is. There's actually a form on voicemailstotim.com where you can fill that in with a business question, something you're struggling in. What I want you to do today, and it's one of my passions of all the things that I do, take action. Because if you're listening to these episodes and they're making you think of ideas, or you're just enjoying them, which is fantastic, but if you've got a burning question or a problem or something that you're tackling with, and it's just been going round and round your head, fill out the form, send me an email. That's it. Simple as that. Take a step, take action, because we spend too long chasing perfection. We spend too long thinking if we just research more, read more, learn more, we will manifest the idea. And sometimes it just needs something that's outside of our scope. There's a great thing I've read a few years ago, which was we can't be the sum of more. Now, there's two ways that people take this, and I'll explain both. But the way that I'm taking it is the way that I want to put this across to you. We can't be more than what we know. Our experiences in life, the knowledge that we know, everything that we've accumulated that's brought us to this point in life, we can't be more than that, because what influences our decisions is the people that are around us, the things that we've done, the things that we've learned, the mistakes we've made, and all the rest of it. Now, there's a school of thought that, great, amazing people have this ability to think beyond that, think outside of that. And again, yeah, Einstein's and great thinkers. But for most of us mere mortals, we are the sum total of what brought us to this point, and we can only achieve what we know. And that's where constant learning and things comes in. So when we want to make a step, when we want to go a little bit further, when we want to make a bigger difference, we have to seek outside help, and we have to be brave enough to put our hands up and ask for help. Now, if you fill out the form of Voicemails to Tim or send me an email, two things are going to happen. One is you're going to get an answer. Whether if you fill out the Voicemails to Tim and you're happy for me to make a voicemail to Tim about it, fantastic. I will answer you in Voicemail to Tim way. If you just want to send me an email, I will send you an email in reply. What I will also do is I will send you a copy of the Steve framework that I talked about in the recent episode. So And again, completely free. That will just give you some prompts and some ideas and a framework to make these changes yourself. So you literally have nothing at all to lose. And I would love to know that you've sat there, you've listened to this, you're listening to my voice now going, oh, I could, should I, or maybe I'll do it. Do it. If it means hitting pause right now to open up the app or go to a computer or open up a browser and send it, do it. I'll wait. You can just pause me. I'll sit here. Go on. I could just sit here for a few minutes of silence, but I won't. Hopefully you've paused it and you've come back. So just take action. One of the biggest missteps in a lot of self-employed people, a lot of small businesses, never actually taking action, is having countless ideas, countless theories, oh, I can't do that. I want you to take action. I want you to go and find that email address, go and find that form, fill it in and send me a question. You will get an answer, whether you like the answer, whether you think it's useful or whatever, that's it. You won't be added to a mailing list or anything else. It is just literally send me that. I will send you a reply, and in the coming weeks, I will send you a copy of the Steve Framework. If you like the reply, fantastic. Leave a great review, message me back, and I'll message you again. If you want to hear more, great, we can do that. If the framework is useful for you, then message me. That would be great. But there is no cost, there is no catch, there is no mailing list, there is nothing. There is just me talking to you. And right now, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are with your business, whatever your business is, whatever your passion is, I'm talking directly to you, because I've been a Tim. There are times when I'm very Tim. I've struggled. I've been in need of help, and I've muddled along. And it's not a nice place to be in, which is why I'm so passionate. And it took me so damn long, that's my biggest annoyance, to really put all the elements together. These 3 words that I mentioned in one of the other episodes: worry less, make more, be brilliant, which I've lived by in this annoyingly optimistic outlook that I was christened with by one of the people that I worked with. These are things that have driven me, and they've driven me on an amazingly wacky, weird and wonderful journey. But it took me a lot of time to pull all these pieces together and realize the knowledge and experience that I've got and the help that I've received along the way, that it is my mission to turn that around. Now, I've got so many different projects in motion at the moment. Some will come out in 2024, some will come out in 2025. And if I can't persuade you, twist your arm, promise things to make you send me a question, then do one other thing for me. You will know other people who struggle running their own business. Send them a link to the podcast, because part of my mission and one of my projects, and this kind of exists at the moment, but it's going to be rolling out hopefully by the end of this year, is the Million Worry Less pledge. And it's my passion, my belief, and every time I've told people about this and now putting it out there in public is a little bit dangerous. But if you tell the universe what you want, it might just happen. I want to reduce 1 million self-employed business worries. That is my pledge. That is what I'm doing, and it starts right now. If all of you listening were to send me one problem and I answer that, then I can set the counter going. I already have a web page with a counter on there. Hasn't been updated in a little while. But this is something that I'm particularly passionate about, because if I can help people to worry less, make more and be brilliant, and help self-employed people to reconnect with their passion, to simplify their businesses, to thrive, to be energized, to value themselves, then that's me putting, in the words of Steve Jobs, my dent in the world. Because not for anything else, is that you don't have to suffer, you don't have to struggle, and if I can help people do that, then I will. I'm going to get off my little metaphorical soapbox right now. Thank you for listening to this slightly weird kind of bonus episode, and I will, when this episode goes live, I will sit there waiting, hoping for my mailbox to ping, and for you to have listened, taken action, and sent a question. So thank you for tuning in. This isn't the end of season 2. This is kind of like a brief interlude, taking you through Tim and Steve and this little bonus one, and then we'll get back to normal. Voicemails will be resumed next week. The plan for this season, if any of you are still listening to this point and would like a little sneak peek about what's coming, my immediate plan is there will be 50 episodes of season 2. Depending how that's going, there is a plan to do 100 episodes, but I'm going to see how it is at 50 because I have an idea for a different type of series, which I might do as series 3, or I might carry this one in Voicemails to Tim if you're all enjoying it. And that's what it comes down to. I do this because I want to educate, entertain, inspire, give people ideas. As long as I'm doing that, then I'm happy. If I don't feel I'm doing that, then I'll switch on to something else and try and find a different way. So thank you for listening. Send me a question, please do. Or just send me an email to say I'm listening and you enjoy it. That would be almost as good, because I'll come back and go, have you got a question? But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Or tell a friend, tell 100 friends if this has been helpful to you, and that you think maybe safety in numbers. If you get some other friends that maybe together you could send a question. I look forward to that, and I shall speak to you again soon. I'm so used to signing off in Voicemails to Tim way. So thank you for listening to this, and yeah, back to the normal program with the next episodes of Voicemails to Tim.